Hey guys, this is Brimstone. How's it going? I'm gonna do my ranking system of the buddies and everything. There's been other people who did their rankings and all that stuff, so I'm gonna do my own. As you can see, here is the thing, and here's the buddies. Here's all the heroes that are available. Okay, I'm gonna rank them from best. Forget S class. I'll just put the best heroes, and then total crap. Don't play them. Don't do them. You can ignore this list. That's your choice. Everyone's preferences are different and all that, but as you can see, I've been writing down every hero that I've played and all the places I've gotten since the new buddy system came out. Now, there's three heroes that I haven't been able to play, and that would be Silas. Let's see, where is it at? Where is the stupid Silas? Silas right here. Chinvala and Curtis. Or not Curtis, but Kelthas. Which is right here. I'm going to put those in F tier right now because there's bugs in the game, so they're not available to test out. Another one I'm going to have to put down here for right now is Alexstrasza. That's the only hero of the remaining 74 or 72 that I haven't been able to play. So, as you can see, these are going to be down there. I'll put Chinvala up later if I ever play it. So, let's go down this list and describe each one. First one is AFK. I played her a couple times. She's okay, but her buddy only works on Tavern 3 minions. Hold on, let me open this up. Games, Hearthstone, Battleground Heroes, and Stack Banner. Give your minions +1/+1 at the end of the turn. So it's Tavern, all three. So, oh man, hold on. Yeah, this is not as epic or well done as everyone else, but this is the way I do it. So, AFK's Hero Buddy. Mostly, if you stay on Tavern 3 where there's Terragosas or the Divine Shield Cobalts and other Tavern 3 minions you use, they're not too bad. I would put it as a tier B hero. Alec here is Spirit. Give a random friendly minion win period Divine Shield taunt. This is both good and bad because if you're playing anything that, like, if you're trying to farm stuff with the Avenge and all that, it can throw this stuff onto, or something with Baron, it can throw stuff, its Divine Shield taunt onto those and makes your whole board go bad afterwards. Alec here, I'm going to put it right now as a B below AFK. Alexstrasza, haven't been able to play yet. Arana, Arana is just bad. After you play your next minion, your next refresh costs 0. It's just straight out bad. It's useless, and there's no point. The only good thing about tripling the buddy is getting a free minion from it. Don't play it. She's crap. Next one is Rafam. His buddy is, after you kill a second minion, each comic get a plain copy. Brucon's not all that great, not all that powerful. I put him at a C. Alright, next one is new hero Brucon, where you could call, remember death rattles, and you call on these different death rattles to play it, and then it goes off. Unless you got a McCall where you go trigger it with the McCall and all that stuff, it's usually the very first hero that's on the board. It does a lot of stats. I've had anywhere from first place to seventh place on it. So I am gonna put him at C tier because he's in the middle of the pack. You're gonna either win or you're gonna lose with him. You're not. There's no give or take. Next one is Cthun. His buddy is after a friendly minion gains stats, gain +1/+1 per turn, golden +2/+2. Eh, it's okay. Cthulhu was a bad hero to begin with, but it works. And especially when you use your hero power, those stats land on it. It's basically getting its double stats. I'm going to put it up at B tier. It's okay. Next one is Captain Eudora. Eudora's buddy is at the end of the turn, give a random printing golden minion +5/+5, or if it's golden +10/+10. It's not too bad, and if you get, it depends on what you get digs in. Most people I've seen, once they get that first golden dig, they stop digging after that. I've dug and got two goldens, and if I made it to turn 15, got three. So I'm gonna put him up here in the B tier. Hook Tusk is next, and this is a surprise to everyone. Hook Tusk is trash. She sucks. So what? You get three options: trash for treasure, and golden. You get four options. Whoopie doo. Once you're out of the lower taverns and in the mid game range, Hook Tusk's ability really sucks. I mean, she went from being a top hero where you get easy triples and all that stuff to now total garbage. And that's up to other people, but she's crap. Straight out crap. Next one is Cario Rome. She was a new hero that came out before the patch. And in turn, give three random printing minions +1/+1 or +2/+2. And her hero power upgrades Tower 3 and Tower 5. She is not all that great, but I put her better than Hooked Us right now because she still can give free stats at the end of the turn. It's basically Light Feign Light. She gives half the stats that Light Feign does, but to three minions instead of just every tribe. So, the next one is Chambala, which I can't grade because it's not on there, but basically you're supposed to get a extra frozen elemental whenever the tavern is refreshed. Cookie, his buddy is you can use a hero power multiple times. Cookie, I've had up and down game, but mostly down. I'm gonna put that at a D tier. Next one up is Dancing Daryl. After your settlement, gain +1/+1. This is great if you could get it early, because then you can start selling a bunch of tokens and stuff to build up one or two minions to put on your board, and it'll gain stats. Daryl is a top tier hero. I will put Daryl up here at 8. Okay. The next one is Deathspeaker Blackthorn. Give a friendly minion blood gems, but you gain an extra blood gem. This one is OP. overpowered. If you got something that's gonna generate you budget, this is the only hero that I found that makes quill bores worthwhile anymore. Of all these 75 heroes here, this is the only hero that makes quill bores viable. If you could get divine shields and then you got a gem splitter that harvests gems, you're gonna have a full board of blood gems on your next turn. And it's gotten to the point where I played it twice. Both of them are second places because I run out of time trying to place blood gems. I had two of those blood gem generators for buying stuff in the shop, and I was going through 10 to 30 blood gems each time, and I was running out of time. It is overpowered big time. He is a top tier. Alright, Deathwing. Your minions have +3 attack. Okay, Deathwing. He's a good hero, and it's helpful, especially if you're playing beasts, because rat packs and stuff. That extra +5 attack is kind of like Overlord, except instead of the one minion, you get it to all your minions. It helps quite a bit, especially when you're playing something with Bran or Baron, and you avoid that snipe a little bit more. I'm gonna put him as a B tier. Bran, the egg you get. Bran's a okay hero. The Death Rattle egg is not all that great because unless it gives you specific things that are going to work with your board, like something with elementals or something with murlocs or something with mechs, it's they're demons. It's okay, but it's not that great. Bran, I will put at C tier. Drexar is a new hero, which copies the highest attack of your highest attack minions. And then you give this, it gives your things +2 attack, or +1, +2 attack. Everything dies. You gotta have a bunch of minions die in order to do this. He was an average hero, plain and simple. I'm gonna put him at D tier. Even though he's he's like between D and C, so let's put him at the bottom of C tier. Oops, wrong one. Put him at the bottom of C tier. Okay, Edwin, I believe he's next. Yeah, Edwin. After you buy a million, gain +1/+1. Yeah, it gaining stats and all that stuff, but it's slow. I mean, most people average 2, 3 minions bought per turn, maybe 4 if you're lucky. Edwin is an average, so I'm going to put him at C tier. Elise is getting a recruitment map. Well, this may be nice that you get a hero that's going to give you a recruitment map every time you start your turn and all that. The recruitment map is basically free gold. That's all it is. If you keep them on your board long enough, they are triple all that. But by the time you get this triple, the game's over and you're already dead. I don't place Elise that high up. She's a D tier still. Omo, his ability at the end of the turn, add a random minion of your tavern tier to your hand. I played him twice, and both of them were losses. And both times, I never even got the golden minion because it's a tavern 4 minion. Your first one, you're not going to get to turn 8 or turn 9. And then by the time you get golden, you're dead. It's a shit here. It's now shit. I mean, is no good. I'm putting him down here in F. Fergal. Transform minions into Bob Tanner. This is insane with Fergal. You get on Tavern 4 and you got all Tavern 4 minions, they turn all to Primal Fins. You can have a full board of nothing but Primal Fins. You sell your minions and something pops up on that, you play this hero, you transform. Don't make it golden. It's a waste of time. Just use it once, sell it when you're done. There's no point. I mean, yeah, it's a Murloc, and golden will give you a free up minion of the upgrade there, but it's not worth it. You lose out on three. And the thing is, man, you gotta know how to play APM because you will run out of time fast, especially if you get a bunch of primal fins and you got a brand. You're going through minions like crazy and you're filling up that board, selling them back. It is fast and hard to play, but it is top. I'm going to put him at A tier. Galakrond is next. Let's see. Load up. Galakrond is next. Replace minions Bob's Tavern with ones of a higher tavern. Don't play him. Please don't play him. Galakrond is shit. You waste your time sitting there doing on Tavern 1, get a Tavern 4, 5, or 6 minion by turn 4, 5, or 6. And then, but you get the hero, buddy. You're so low with taverns by the time you get taverned up and all that to replace it, it's worthless. Even if you get a brand, it's double the tavern of everything up there. And it's no guarantee you're going to get anything fucking good. You don't get to discover the minion. Both times I played it, I ended up in 8th place. It's a shit hero. Yeah, Buddy is shit and the hero is shit now. And I loved Galakrond before the Buddy system came out. Now I won't play it ever again. Galewing. Uh, his buddy is basically a end turn progressive flight path by 1 turn, golden 2 turns. Which means you could get a free minion every 1 to 2 turns instead of every 3 turns. It's okay, but it's not extremely great. And I would put it as a D hero. George, after you use your hero power, give your divine shield minions +2 attack. What sucks about this hero is you have to do it. Even if you got a board full of divine shields, you have to sell a minion to put a divine shield on in order to use this hero power. George is still OP with Murlocs, plain and simple. You put Divine Shield on Murlocs, or you put Divine Shield on mechs that you don't want to taunt, or you get Dawns that don't come up with the Divine Shield, but they have poison. Put a Divine Shield on it. It's still OP. Great when if you're scaling with blood gem generators and gem splitters. But he's still a top hero. I would still put him in the high B category. Low A, high B. Grebo, whenever you summon a taunt, give it +2 to +2. So basically, instead of +1 +2, it's now +3 +4. It's good and all that. Let's see. But unless you're playing mechs or beasts, it's a useless hero. Unless you got mechs or beasts that's going to generate minions so they can be taunted, and You would think this would be good with a champion and all that. It doesn't work with a champion. You have to go with specific builds. If you got Bird Buddy with Beast, yeah, you can scale lots of stats. If you're farming with the 2 Tavern 4 minions, yeah, it could work, but otherwise, it is just a C hero. Guff is the next one. Guff is just insane. He's overpowered. It's broken. It is just insane. You could be on Tavern 3 on turn 6 or 7, get this hero, and refresh it and have a Tavern 6, a Tavern 5, Tavern 4, all the way to Tavern 1. It gives you, even though you're only supposed to have 4 to 5 minions in your shop, it's giving you all 6 minions and it's all random. I did one, it gave me Dong, Light Fang, McCall, Blood Gem, generators and all that, and I ended up with a first place. It's the first time I've won with Guff. He is OP as all hell. He is a hero. Yeah, you might not get something that you don't like or can't use, but all it takes is just getting that one Tavern 6 or Tavern 5 minion that no one else has, and boom, you've changed the game. You can win the game straight out right there. He is a top hero. Illidan, your wingmen are immune. He's a good hero. You get something that had like McCall's a McCall build with stuff, or something with Cleave or Cyclone or Poison my Exno or a Poison Spore. It could go off and not die. Golden, it lasts 2 turns instead of 1 turn. It's a top hero. I will give it that. I will put it up here at A tier. Let's see. Next is Toki. Discover a minion from a higher tavern tier. It's useless. You're basically rolling your hero power once, and it gives you the top tier. Except this time you get to choose from 3 instead of only whatever choice it gives you. It's useless. And being a Tavern 3 hero minion, it takes too long to get it, much less triple. And you're not going to want golden because it's only going to give you a Tavern minion that's 2 levels high. You can use all 3 of them separately. Or if you got Bran, you got use it multiple times. Toki, I'm not too impressed with it. I put her as an F hero. Let's see. Janice is next. Janice, after you swap minions, give them stats equal to your tavern tier. So you swap stats with this person, it's equal to your tavern tier. And sorry to say this, but Janice sucks. And there's a glitch in it. It doesn't give them to. It didn't give it to the tavern tier. It gave it to its tavern tier. So if you're a tavern 4 and you buy a tavern swapped with a tavern 3 mini, it didn't switch. It didn't buff the stats. It's a glitch, but right now she's a shit hero. She's not even worth it. Next hero is Kelthas, which can't do because there's a bug in the system, so I haven't done that. Mukla, Buddy. After you feed a minion a banana, give it +1/+1. So basically, you're giving it a free banana. It's an average hero. I put it at C tier because it's still stats. You get 2 bananas each turn. It's stats. stats are okay sometimes, especially if you're going to put it on a minion you don't want to get sniped by a zap or something. Curtis, after you buy a minion, minions of Bob's Tavern have +1/+1. Curtis is hard to play because you got three different levels that you have to do in order to get this full thing to set off. First one's easy. You have that set off by turn 3 or 4. This one you can have turn 4 to 5. This one you have like turn 7 to 8. You have to buy a bunch of minions, hold them in your hand in order to sell them back to buy 5 minions in a turn. This hero buddy, I'm sorry, but it just sucks because you're rolling you unless you're looking for specific minions, you're most likely buying minions the first turns, especially when you see them and you want them. You need them for your build. This, yeah, it gives it +1/+1/+2/+2 as you refresh your, or after you buy a minion. But the thing is, unless there's a specific minion on that board you want, and you're gonna buy all the other minions just to sell them all back, it takes too long. It's garbage. I mean, yeah, I got third place with it, but it just takes too long. I don't like the hero, buddy. So Lich Basil is OP as fuck. Whenever your hero would take damage, as many basically this is Maligos or Mal'Ganis and Kathy on turn 1. You don't leave turn 1. You stay there and you get nothing but Wrath Reavers, and you have to have demons in the game. There is no other tribe this works with but demons. Because, yeah, you get take damage from your gold, but there's no other minions in the game that damages you. They took out the taunt, Tavern 1 taunt that would damage you if you played it, but you stay on Tavern 1 and you get 2 to 3, maybe 4 golden Wrath Beaters. This thing is gaining stats like crazy instead of you taking damage. Plus, get the gold, and you just stay on Tavern 1 for the first 10, 11 turns. It's top 2 hero. Easily. The only thing I'll lose to is poisons, and that's all I lost to was poisons. It is OP. It's OP as fuck. Lord Berov. Some people like it because after you play a gold coin, you gain 1 gold a turn. Basically, you play a gold, you get 2 coins. If it's triple, you get 3 coins. It's good for farming, but you gotta win the bets. If you don't win the bets, it's totally useless. Berov is, if you can get the bets, it works. If you don't get the bets, it sucks. It's a D hero, plain and simple. Lord Jaraxxus, I finally got to play him yesterday. Add a random demon to your hand. Okay, Jaraxxus is broken, plain and simple. You get this guy and have him as a taunt, and you got a Baron. That's 2 extra minions you get and put in your hand. A golden, that's 4 extra minions. If you got the Tavern 4 demon hunter or demon minion, well, she's not really a demon, but the Venge minion that you get one for every 4 minions that die, that's free cash. That's free money. That's farming. She, this one's a A tier easily. My Ab is a weird hero. You don't ever want a golden this buddy. I mean, yes, you get the golden minion 2 turns late the next turn, but what's the point? If you're building up a system of death rattles or mechs or quillboars, or it don't matter what tribe you're doing, or you want a golden baron or Bran. Yeah, wait an extra turn, whoopie doo, but you still, it's a golden, and you use it the once, just get rid of it afterwards, because you're gonna get two more later on that you can use and have golden minions, two of them, and that's free golden, and if you're on Tavern 5, that's free Tavern 6 minions. It is good. It is a good buddy and everything. I'm gonna put him at high B because it's if you could get the minions you want. That's the only thing. Maligos, replace a minion with a random one. And altercation, basically, you go. It's basically Galakrond, another version of Galakrond. And you can use your hero power twice, so if you're on Tavern 2 and you got this, use your hero power twice and you're playing Galakrond for a couple turns and you got a Tavern 6 minion on the next turn. It's okay, but it's just average because there's no guarantee what you're going to get on that Tavern up of being any good. I will put him as bottom D or bottom C, top D. Master Wynn, get three options instead of two. Shit, that's garbage. I mean, it's totally useless. It does you no good. That buddy is bad. I mean, it's nice to be able to choose a hero power every turn, but it just takes up board space. It does nothing, and the golden one just takes up board space too. The only thing it's good for is once you get it golden, it's free tavern up minion if you're on Tavern 5. Most of all these buddies, you get golden that you're going to get rid of the buddy. Just go to Tavern 5, get a Tavern 6 free golden minion. That's a free minion. That's all it's good for. And pretty much the buddy is bad. Wynn is now a D hero, and I used to like playing Wynn too. Millhouse, the buddy is broken, and if you're got it golden, you're gonna run out of space in your board because it's gonna give it the same tier at one minion of the same tavern tier to Bob. So if you buy a 1 star, it's going to give 1 star. If you buy 6 stars, it's going to give 6 stars. It's broken because of that. But if you're on Tavern 5 or Tavern 6 where you got a full board, every time you buy one, it's going to throw up one or two. If it's golden, it's going to throw up two minions instead of one. The buddy is broken. The character is it's dropped. It's no longer a top hero. It's C top D. That's it. Maleficent. OP as fuck. You got this. You got the bomb and a couple Kangors, a bunch of death rattles, a Baron. No one can stop you. You can sit there. It dies first. All the other mechs die. Kangors die. Pop spawn out a bunch of these bombs. You're taking out minions with 80, 100, 150 health like it's nothing. It just sit there, bombs like crazy. It is OP as fuck. He is a top hero now. Alright. At the end of the turn, get a plain minion from your lowest health opponent's warband. Half the time, you're the lowest health opponent. Bigglesworth went from being one of the worst heroes to even worse. It's worse than Galakrond. Don't play her. She's worthless. Yeah, it's a free minion, but you're trying to stay alive. The only way you can use your hero power is you gotta outlast at least three, four other people in order to get their minions. So if there happen to be golden, you're on Tower 5, it's a free Tower 6 minion. I got last place with her a couple times. So she's worthless. Mutinous. God. Mutinous I used to love, but his he is dropped down to D. It's playing. I may have gotten the second place, but I've got more eighth places than second places. Yeah, it devours. You spend stats onto two extra minions, gold, and you spend it on four. There's no guaranteed way of getting minions to get the stats from the other times you ate a minion and spend stats. There's no way to guarantee it gets on that unless you sell your whole board just to spit stats onto this one minion. And it's not worth it because you're dead. You can't do it that way. You will be dead. You will have no board. And easily pick off, especially if they got a poison. Boom, one poison, it's dead. You're done. You're dead. It is basically a D tier. It's dropped down from a B tier to a D. So, Nazoth is basically make a friendly death rattle minion golden. Never triple this. Just use it your one time and then get rid of it. And then wait till you get the other two and do it. It is great on beasts. It is great on mechs. You get golden bombs or golden busters. You get golden cauldrons. If you are in a bind, you need a divine shield. Now you got a golden divine shield without having to search for three of them. Basically, it's a Reno that you could do it three times. Enzoth, I didn't do too bad with it. I got a second and a fifth place with it. I will put it as a B tier hero now. Nosdarmo, refresh cost. Minions and Bob's Hammer have +1/+1 refresh. This is another one that the hero is. It's the buddy sucks. Chromie straight out sucks. Because unless you're looking for a specific hero, most people are playing. They see the minion they want, like a light spawn or uh, the divine shield generator or a baron, and it's right there on the first turn. You're buying it right there. You're not gonna go, oh nah, I'll wait till I roll 4 or 5 times, give it some stats, and hopefully buy it. No, because you're not guaranteed to get minions, especially when you get the Tower 5 or Tower 6 minions that you're looking specifically for, and there's so little and few of. I mean, it's great if you want to put some stats on and just throw it on your board to try to battle out for mid game, but final game, no, it's no good at all. Overlord Sarfane, its hero buddy, grants it both attack and health. So instead of just attack, that upgrades each turn. So at turn 1 it's 2, or turn 1 it's 2, turn 2 is 3, and so forth. It actually gives the healer health and stuff. I got a fourth place with it, but I wasn't too impressed with it. I mean, it helped balance out, but I just wasn't too impressed with it. I'll put it as a D. Patches, the pirate, give a minion +1/+1 for each pirate you played this game. What can I say? I hate patches. I cannot play attack pirates. If you can play APM pirates, all power. This buddy is only good if you could find a brand, and most people don't have brand when they're playing pirates. They're playing Bouncing Betty. They're playing Salty Looters. They're playing uh, the Tavern 5 one I'm having a brain fart from. The Tavern 5 pirate that you get gold for every pirate you buy. Unless you. Basically, this buddy is just the same as the Tavern 3 buddy, that pirate that you can buy, except this is all the pirates you played in the game, not in the turn. And I've never liked patches. I can never play patches. It was always a bottom hero, and it's still a bottom hero, even with his buddy. I mean, the game I played, I was pretty much dead on turn 6, down to 4 health, and I had to play it on a pirate just stabilize so I wouldn't die the next turn. And then when I got the next two, the next 3 turns later, I had to play them again on pirates just so I wouldn't die. And I still ended up taking 7th place. So to me, it's bottom tier. It's not even worthwhile. Patchwork. You start off with 55 health, and this. Give a minion +1 health for each health your hero's missing. Basically, you're turning. This hero is basically the Tavern 5 demon that gains +1 health for every health that's missing. That's all it is. And if you got Bran, nice, but most games you need, unless you're putting this on to the Trickster or the Terragosa, it's a worthless hero. It's a worthless buddy. And Patches was already a bad one. It's still bad. It's not worth it. Pyramid, again, +4 health. When a different minion gains health, this gains it too. The buddy straight out sucks. It's not even worth it because, yeah, you got tons of health on it, and what good is it? Unless you, even if you taunt it, one poison, it's dead. It's got no attack. It's not a tribe. If it was a tribe or an all like amalgam, it'd be worth it. But no, it's totally worthless. It's a crap hero now. Queen Wag toggle. Whenever you play a minion of a type you don't control, it triggers your hero power. I've seen people stay on Terra 1, get by 4 tribes, and then just sit there and farm the last tribe over and over again to build stats. Yeah, it'll build stats. It's a free. You don't have to use your hero power to buff the stats, but you're stuck at the low levels with minions. You get people up at Tavern 5 6 with Poison, Divine Shield, Dongs. Your minions are useless. They die to one little 1/1 Spore Poison or a 2/8 Reborn Myexna. She's not all that great as it is. She's a D hero, plain and simple. Ragnaros, I've got to play him once. That was yesterday. Your end of turn effects triggered twice. Ragnaros, I didn't win, but I can see the interaction because it's not just your end of turn that you give your left and rightmost minions +3/+3, that's +6/+6, but it works on Lightsbane, it works on Domo, it works on Gold Grubber, that end of turn effects that scale stats. I've watched one guy do it. I think it was Ben, and he won a game because it kept scaling everyone's turn effects, doubling it. And when it's triple the effects. He never even had a golden gold grubber, and he had that thing almost a 300 stats because it was going off so much. To me, uh, the 25 turns it takes to get its hero power still makes it a bottom hero. But if you could get the right turn of effects cards, it could be a D hero or a C tier. Rakanishu. At the end of the turn, give a random friendly minion stats equal to your type tier. Basically, this is using your hero power without using your hero power. This one you can give to a specific minion. This one is random. So, if you got stuff like spawns that you want to die soon because they wanted to go off quick and all that stuff, suddenly it's sitting there with +5, +5, +6, +6, +4, +4 at the end of the turn. And it's like, what the fuck? Now you gotta taunt it and hope it dies or get rid of it completely. I got third place with it. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it's free stats, but I will put it as C tier. Alright, the next hero is Reno. Thank you. Next hero is Reno. Basically, make your rightmost minion golden. Reno was a average hero. Now it's a shit hero because unless you're playing something with Baron or an Avenge at the end and it turns golden, the only good thing with Reno, love you too. The only good thing with Reno is if you got Terragosas. If you got a Terragosa and you put it at the end and this buddy goes off, the Terragosa remains golden permanently. It's not like all the others that as soon as your turn's over, they're back to their normal. You still have to try to find a triple of it. This will make the Terragosas permanently golden. So you get two Terragosas, make them both golden. You can sit there and start scaling like stats and everything. That's the only good thing with Reno. Other than that, it's a D tier hero. Scabs. At the start of the turn, add your next opponent's buddy. Basically, this is just free gold. And it takes too long to get this buddy. By the time you get the buddy, you're not going to get it tripled. And if you do get it tripled, it's going to be a while. But then at the start of your turn, you're adding your next opponent's buddy. You're going to end up getting possibly a shit buddy. You might get a lucky buddy like Maleficent with the bombs. Yeah, that's cool and all that stuff. But if you're getting buddies that are basically garbage, you're not going to want it. Unless it's going to. I mean, specific buddies like Wynn, where you get three choices of a new hero power instead, or other stuff. It's useless. I got second place with it. It was okay, but he's no longer a top hero. He's a mid range B hero now. Shudderwalk. Mostly after you play a minion, add a random battle cry minion to Battle Tavern. This is pretty much gonna kill off staying on Tavern 1, getting tokens, and playing tokens. Plain and simple. You basically get this minion, you put it on your board, and every time you play a minion, it's going to throw a battle cry on there. It might be a battle cry you can use. It might not be a battle cry you can use. But you save your shutterlings after you play like 20, 30 battle cries of jugs and mugs and plus mech stats or plus stats of elemental buffing and all this stuff. Yeah, it can be good. Shutterwalk is still a top hero. Is he overpowered? No. But he's still a top hero. Silas can't comment on because it hasn't gotten there yet. Send a say, and a turn at a random pose a minion from Bob's town. Okay, when I first heard this, I thought you're going to have two chances at that minion. So, I thought you would have two chances at that minion, but it didn't. Instead, if it's frozen, it not only gets the +2, +1 stats on it, but it automatically puts it in your hand. But that's if you specifically choose. If you got a full board frozen, then it's going to give you a random one. It might not give you one that you wanted. It's interesting, and I would put that as a C tier. A C tier because it's basically for 0 gold you're getting a free minion. And then if you specifically want a specific minion, it's a free minion that's golden. Or a free minion in your hand. The only bad thing, I haven't seen the glitch yet, but from what I understand is if you got two of the minions on your board or one minion in the board and one in your hand, and you see the third one that you want to triple, and you golden it. I have not seen it yet where it takes it, puts it in your hand, and then suddenly takes the two that's off your board and makes them triple while you're going into your next turn. I haven't seen that glitch yet. I've heard it's possible, but I haven't seen it. So, okay, Finley. This one is a scam. The buddy is broken. Plain and simple. I mean, add a buddy of your hero power. If you got a Bran, you're getting triples of your buddy. I played this with fucking Yogg hero buddy, which is basically spin the wheel, and I ran out of time on the Yogg because I'm sitting there with a Bran and playing the Yogg minion and just spinning, 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 and getting minions in my hands, getting all sorts of boards. Hand gets full in one turn, and then it rolls again. You're not getting all those minions. It's just refreshing the board. It is broken as hell. I mean, you get a buddy, but you save it till you get a Bran, and you got a chance to get two triples of those. If you're playing, say the Maleficent with the bombs, now you got two of those golden ones, and you don't save this buddy. You use it. You use it once, and then you get rid of it. So that way, when the next two come out, you're getting two more or four minions with the brand. I didn't get any good wins out of it. I mean, it was okay. It was pretty much average, but I'm going to put him at the bottom of the C tier because he's 50-50. He could be good or he could be bad. Craig, this is just wrong in so many ways. I mean, you can use your. You don't even have to wait till it's 10 gold to use it. You can sit there and you ran out of gold, but you see a couple minions you want. Use your hero power. That's okay. This is just going to refresh your hero power. You get on turn 5, 6, you use it once, you spend all your gold buying all the shit you want, playing, selling, and all that. Use it once, refresh your gold, you got another 10 gold to play with. It's broken. It's OP. It's, and then you turn around and sell it, and you got two more coming up. That's 30 gold in a turn. You don't even have to play the Gallowix. You got your instant Gallowix right here because you're at 10 gold. Bums. Use all your gold. I went from Tavern 4 to Tavern 6 in one turn. It is OP. It is broken. Just plain simple. It is broken. Sneed. Copy of friendly minions' death rattles. Sneed was a good hero till they made it cost 2 coins to throw on a death rattle. It used to be 1 coin. You could buy a token, sell the second minion, and put a death rattle on it and start winning game. And it was OP. Then they made it 2 gold. This straight out sucks. The minion straight out sucks. Yes, it's a mech and all that, but it copies a friendly minion. So if you got a minion that's already got like 3 death rattles on it, yeah, it copies all 3 of those death rattles. Golden is the same thing. You copy all those death rattles. But no, Sneeds is already was down to D tier before the patch. It is even worse. It is crap now. It's not even worth it. Tamsin. After a friendly minion dies, gain its attack. This is an interesting hero. It's a fun hero. It's a hard hero to win with. But it's fun. Especially if you could get Terragosas. If you could get Terragosas that will retain those stats it gets during the game, it's power. The only downside, poisons. Same with most of all these heroes that you get big stats. It's stupid fucking poisons. Whether it's 1/1 Spore or Reborn My Exno or a Malgadon or somebody decides to throw on a couple of crap ass Murlocs that get poison. They're still 2/1/1/1. It dies. It's a good hero. I like it. Its ability, but and you gotta play it with Quillboars. Because if you want one specific minion to die and the others not to die when it chooses it, because kills the lowest health minion on your board, you gotta have something that's gonna stack up those stats so they don't die instead of the one you want to die. I didn't do too bad with that. I got both second and third place. She's really fun to play with. I'll put her up at B tier. The most broken hero in the game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He is the top of the top. He is the top of the best. After your hero power fires give adjacent minion stats. You get Terragosas, it's game over. I don't give a crap if they got poisons, because you could put divine shields on those Terragosas. You could keep the other divine shields for later. You could get fucking Nadina to save for later, to put divine shields back on those Terragosas, and they could have all their poisons all they want. This hero is broken. The buddy is broken. I've played him 3 times, all of them first place. It's the only hero of all these buddies that I've been gotten first place on every single game I've played. And it's basically you choose a minion, you deal one damage to your target at the beginning, but passive, and it upgrades each turn. But passive, you can either do it to the leftmost, the rightmost, the lowest health, or the highest health minions. If you're playing against mechs, you go with the lowest health. If you're playing against dragons, you go with the rightmost minion because that's usually the shooter, the pop divine shields. If you're playing against demons, you're going with the highest health. The reason why you want specific on this because if you cause damage, those stats go onto the two minions below. I had golden Caragosas easily, and I had them in the 200 plus range each time. I even had a perfect game with this guy. Perfect. That means I took zero damage. It was just unbeatable. He is OP, he is broken, he is the best of all the heroes. Plain and simple, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're in a lobby with him, facing him, pretty much you're trying for second place because he's going to have first. Tess is next. At the start of the turn, add your last opponent's buddy to your hand. Basically, this is the same as um, what was his name? Scabs. This is basically the same as Scabs. You're just getting a hero buddy. Unless it's specifically what you want and you have another one of it already, you got a chance to triple it and just hold it in your hand and all that stuff. If it's golden, you get two of those. Well, then that's instant free win, free gold if you get a triple. The only problem is it's a Tavern 4 minion. It takes too long to do it. By the time you do that, you're pretty much dead. And both times I played her, I lost. I lost big time. It sucks. She's a crap hero now. She was a great hero when Elementals first came out because everyone was playing Elementals and you could sit there and steal all sorts of Elementals and uh, Nomies and all that stuff. But now she's garbage. Curator. Heroes mismatch. Every time your amalgam gains stats, this gains them too. Golden, it gains it twice. It doesn't gain its stats if you put a Divine Shield taunt poison on the amalgam. It won't gain the Divine Shield taunt poison also on it. I mean, it's basically another amalgam, but a little bit more buffed. I wasn't really too pleased with it. It takes too long to build, and you got to specifically put stats on your amalgam in order for this to do it. If it if you don't get stats on it, you don't get stats on the mismatch. I didn't do all that great with it. I'm not too pleased with it. He's a D tier. Akamazam is fucking secret guy. His minion, when it dies, put a random secret to on there unless you got a Baron. Then it's 2 to 4. The only problem is you max out on secrets. You can only have 5 max secrets on your board. So if you already got something else on there, or like ice block and stuff, you're only gonna get 3 to 4 secrets if possible. It's not all that great because it's just like it's hero power, except the hero power you get to discover what secret you want, like Divine Shield or Reborn and all that stuff. This one, it's random. You don't get the choice, and so it sucks. I wasn't too pleased with it. To me, it's bottom tier hero. Lich King is broken beyond all fuck. Yes, I didn't win very many games with it, but it is broken beyond all fuck. I mean, it's Buddy, Arthas, giving all sorts of things. Unless you're playing mechs or beast specifically, you want beast. Mostly nothing but beast. Because if you get reborn my Exnas, reborn Galdrins, reborn Macaws, reborn anything reborn that you can put on, is going to go off like crazy. My Exnas, my Exna dies, it brings back two. If you got a Baron, it's bring back two. If you got Chadgar, it's bring back a full board of it. I did a build. I had a 0% chance to win against a curator guy who had two big ass amalgams, and I won. A 0% chance. Not only won, but killed him and knocked him out of the game. It made it into highlight boards on a couple of these Hearthstone highlight reels. It is it's just beyond broken. The buddy is going to have to get nerfed because it it reborns, and if you got Chadgar, there's a bug on it. It reborns, and it's got the reborn again on it, so it goes over. I lost to a guy who did that. Could not hit his Chadgar or Baron once, and that thing kept reborning these things with reborn on him. He took out my big ass beasts, including the golden hyena that had 80 plus stats on it, and he killed me with it because it kept reborn, picking it off. 4, 4, 4, 4. It is broken as fuck. Until they fix it, he's the top hero. Okay. Rat King. Not much to say about it. Your refreshes cost 0 1. Bob's Tower doesn't have a minion type of your hero power. It's free refreshes. So basically, say you got, it says hero powers beast and there's no beast in the lobby, it's a free refresh until you see a beast. Other than that, and then it's 1 gold. It's it's meh. It's not all that great. I wasn't too impressed with it. Oh shit! I just accidentally closed that. Let me put this back on. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I just accidentally closed it. But it's not all great. It's still an F tier hero. He wasn't great to begin with. He still ain't great. Alright, let's go to my second page. Okay, Ticketus. Oh, crap. Ticketus is basically discover a Dark Moon price from the most recent price turn. So if you're on turn 5 to 7, it's going to give you a turn 4 Dark Moon price. If you're on 8 through 11, it's going to give you a turn 8, and so forth. The first one was okay. It helped. I got it and gave it. I waited until I got to turn 8 to use it first because the turn 1 prices suck. I used it on turn 8 and got it to where it'll lower the cost of my taverns by 3 each turn. So that helped to bypass the stupid thing they got with Tavern 5 now, costing 2 more gold. But when I got it again, I used it, and the first one was turn I chose was turn all map tavern minions up 1 tavern. I was playing, I think, dragons or mechs at the time. I got it. The next turn, I had tavern 5 minions. As soon as I played it, I had 2 Goldrins, 2 gas coilers, a dong, and some other Tavern 5 minion. It's like I suddenly switched over to beast mode. I ended up getting first place with that hard switch over. Ended up getting a couple McCalls reborn, getting a Baron, a couple of my Exnas. It was unstoppable. Check it is. I wouldn't say he's best, but I would put him at A tier because if you go wait for the tickets to use them till you get to turn 8, after turn 8 or turn 12, then it becomes really good. Alright. Gallowix. Gallowix is just stupid. Plain and simple. His thing is just stupid. The buddy sucks. Plain and simple. The buddy just sucks. Because most of the time, the max, if you really work hard, you have to either play pirates or elementals. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you're playing pirates, you're farming gold like crazy. You spend gold, you re-roll a shop, or whatever you do. It gives a minion +1/+1. Gallowix is already stupid as it is with the free gold the next turn. But this, uh, buddy, unless you got a Bran, is pretty much you're playing elementals or pirates because you go get a Nomi and sell tons of um, the Tavern 1 elementals, or if you got Hoggars, you're sitting there farming gold like crazy, back and forth, and then the next turn you play this as a easily +20 to +40 stats on a minion. The buddy is okay. Gallowix is just it's nuts. It's a top hero, top level hero. So it's not S tier, but it's still a top hero. Vandar, choose a pretty minion. Copy the health of your highest health minion. This is where it's good and bad at the same time. This is basically a Vol'jin light. I got in both second places with him. You basically get a couple Terragosas and a Golden Trickster. You start getting stats on the Terragosa, you basically hero power that. If you got a McCall, the Trickster's going off like crazy. Plain and simple. Its its hero power is Avenge 2, give your minions +1 health permanently each, +2 if it's golden. It's it's a pretty decent hero. It helps if you're playing somebody who's you know is going to have a zap against your Baron. You can put all that health on your Baron, so it'll survive 1 or 2 hits till your other reborns or your death rattles go off. It's a pretty decent hero. Is it top? Is it broken? No. It takes a while, but it's a top hero. Put it in the A tier. Vol'jin, its buddy is at the end of the turn, adjacent minions copy this minion's attack. This plain ass sucks. I don't like it. I like being able to swap minion stats. I mean, you go Terragosa and Trickster scam combos with McCalls, and you've got 100 million plus stats on it and stuff. But its attack, it sucks. Unless you put in some serious stats on this itself, you're making your minions worse. If it's next to something that you've already put like 150 attack on, it's now lost that 150 attack to go to 8. It sucks. You have to basically take this character and put move stats from what your highest attack minion onto this, which means you're moving attack and health over to this just so you can put the attack back on the other thing. I'm not too impressed with this hero. Vol'jin was, god damn it, Vol'jin was a top hero for me, but it was a B tier hero. It's now dropped to a C hero, bottom C. I'm not impressed with the buddy at all. I still like Vol'jin, but I'm just not happy with the buddy. Hi, Zarella, baby Alec. After you play a minion with an attack equal to its health, gain 2+2. Basically, you use your hero power for 2, that turns a minion to 2+2. You buy jugs and mugs and tricksters and anything else that has equal stats of 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. This will gain stats. And it's a beast, so it can work well with a beast build. Give yourself a big beast and all that stuff. It wasn't too bad. I liked it. It got me a second place. Is it broken? No, because it can easily be taken out by a poison. She's a B tier. The Sarge is just lame. Whenever you summon a minion of your current tavern tier, give +4/+4. So it's not gonna get. It's only gonna give it of that tavern tier. It's not gonna give it of any tavern tier. Only of that tavern tier. So you want to buy something and add a copy to your hand. It's only going to give it of that tavern tier. It's not going to give it of any other tavern tiers. I don't care for it. It's not good. It's already cost too much to play it. Plus, you're playing a minion down, which ruins your whole game plan of specific minions and build. And I'm just not too happy with it. It's a F tier to me. Yogg is the one when you get to spin the wheel. Don't worry about making it golden. Instead of just spin it to once, get rid of it, wait till you get the other two. Don't worry about making it golden because golden is the same thing, but it just takes up board space. Yes, it's a Murloc, but it just takes up board space. And the wheel spins are up and down. Yogg by itself, it sucks. Plain simple, it sucks. Yogg playing Yogg as Sir Finley is better because you got more chances of doing Yogg and doing more shenanigans, getting more Yogg minions, possibly 2 triples with a Baron or a Bran. I wasn't too pleased with Yogg after a few games with it. I'll put it a D tier because it could give you stats, could give you free minions on the board. It can shoot your minions or for +4/+4, or the minions in the shop for +4/+4 until it hits you or Bob. I had to do it once. It shot Bob straight in the face the first time. Didn't get no use of it. So I wasn't too pleased with it. Ysera, all dragons above tower have +3/+3. Eh, it's okay. But, sorry. I've been up all morning. But they changed Ysera's sign. So if you've frozen a board and there's a couple dragons that you want on the board, it used to be that as soon as it's your turn again, another dragon pops up and all that. It doesn't do that no more. You have to actually manually refresh your board. If there's no dragons on your board when you left to go battle and you come back, then it'll put a dragon on the board unless there's one already on there. And plus three, I mean, yeah, I still got a top two because you can still do Terragosas and promos and all that stuff, but the minion is not all that great. You have to keep it in your hand on your board in order to get the plus stats of the dragons in the shop. I mean, it's good because it can get promo Drake, some extra stats so it doesn't get sniped or easily dead to the bomb. It can give your shooters some stats. It can give a taunt if you want to, some stats. Give your divine shield dragon some stats. It's okay. Is it a broken hero? No. I would put it at top B, lower A. That's about it. And last one, Zephyrus. Um, the hero's broken, plain and simple. It just, it's a piece of shit hero. By its own saying, a plain copy of a minion that you have exactly one of. If you got two minions on your board or a minion on your board and one in your hand, you will not get a copy of that hero. If you got more than one of a minion, you will not get a copy. If you got a golden, you will not get a copy. I had it where I had a Baron and a McCall both on my board. I wanted to triple them both. I played it twice. It gave me Baron on the first. It gave me both choices. So I took the Baron, and then on the second choice, it only gave me the McCall as a choice. It only gives you if you only have one of that minion. You have to have the other minion in the shop in order to do it right. Other than that, it is a shit ass minion. I couldn't win with this. It sucks because you're still searching for that third minion in order to use your hero power, in order to triple it, or to use your hero power. And by that time, by the time you get your two here, you've already used all your other hero powers on the other ones you tripled to get to Tower 5, Tower 6 minions. The buddy sucks. Plain and simple. It sucks. It is F tier. Plain and simple. So, but that is my list. Hope you enjoy it. I will be uploading this here in a little bit. It went almost an hour and a half to go through. Most people are using Hearthstone, Deck Tracker, and Firestone as their ways of stats. This is by averages and all that. I'm going by actual gameplay. I'm a top player. My MMR may not say it, but I am. I was in top 200 14 months ago, so I know how to play this game. I've been playing it since Battlegrounds came out, so I know how to play it. But these are the heroes list. And I put the ones that are at the bottom, don't waste your time on it. Unless you know how to get it to work and all that, they're pretty much worthless now. There's no point of playing them anymore. They're crap. I mean, you're sitting here, if you want bottom 8 all the time, then play them. F tier, same thing, play them. Until I get to play Silas, Chavala, Kelthas, and Alex Stranza, I have to put them in F tier because I have no idea how they're going to play. But there's 6 OP heroes. Craig, both the Liches, the new hero Tavish, the Blood Gem if you get Quillbores, and Maleficent. Those are OP as fuck. You got your A tier, your B tier, your C tier, as you can see here. They're OP as fuck. So I would just take it with a grain of salt if you want. But that is my list. And I will post this on my Facebook page so that way people can look at it if they want. Take it with a grain of salt. This is my perspective on each of the heroes and each of the buddies. Why they're top tier, why they are crap and straight out garbage. So, this is Brimstone. Have a good day, and I'll catch you in live stream later on. Peace.